Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host and this is The App Tech. So I have recently switched to macOS and I've been using the macOS for 2 months roughly. And I'm here to tell you the basic everyday subtle differences between the Windows and macOS. So if you are planning to switch to a macOS, or if you're in the market for a new laptop and you are on your way into deciding if you have to go for the Windows or the Mac OS, take a look at this video before moving ahead. So mostly people discuss the major differences between Mac and Windows, and I personally think that more or less you can do everything with either of the OS, either by, if not by their inbuilt app, at least by any third-party apps or some kind of workaround, but you can get things done. But when it comes to having a laptop and using it every single day, the basic things like navigating and switching to different apps makes a difference, and you might prefer one on the or the other based on your workflow and preferences. So here I will discuss just the basic day-to-day differences that you will find if you have recently switched to macOS or if you are gonna switch to macOS. So on a Windows device, if you have to open multiple, or if you have to see multiple folders, you have to open multiple file manager windows, right? And it kind of can become a little cluttered over the time. But on Mac OS, two things which can really help you ease everything up. First, you can use this three-slotted way to navigate your folders. In this, using this, you can literally just see all the subfolders within a folder and the files in a single view, and you don't have to go back and forth to view everything that is there inside one folder. You can also preview a file with the tap of a space, and you can navigate the previews with up and down navigation keys and press space again to quit the preview. I think this is really convenient and I use it literally every single time. And I know it's very minor thing, but I think that makes such a huge difference and it makes your mind so clutter free. I just enjoy doing that. Another thing you can do is you can open multiple tabs within the same window, which can again reduce the clutter inside your system, right? And with Windows you cannot do that. You cannot create multiple tabs. I'm not sure if we can navigate using arrow keys or you can preview a file. I think you can do that with a third-party app. I don't remember the name of the app, but I will write down the name below in the description once I find that. But you can do it, but it is just inbuilt in the Mac, and I just find it very convenient to just navigate the file system using the arrow keys and spacebar for preview. The second difference that you'll find is the navigations and app switching. Okay, so first we'll discuss about the navigation, right? So things like full screen and split screen things. So on a Windows device, you can quickly drag a window to the edge of the screen and it will go to full screen mode in a split screen. And then you can add another window on the side of the screen, and you can work together on a split screen. And you can also add windows on top of those two windows, right? On the Mac, but that is it. That is where it ends. On the Mac, on the other hand, you can actually, whenever you create a full screen, it goes into a different space. You can do the same on Windows, but it is not done by default, and I never ended up using that. But on a Mac, you can actually, whenever you full screen a window, it goes to a separate space, and I find it really convenient because you have this desktop space and you have a lot of windows open on your desktop, from calculators to terminals to some few browsers and Finder app and a lot of things. But what I usually do is I keep my Outlook open on a separate, on the full screen mode on a separate space, because it by default goes to a separate space. And then when I'm working throughout the day, I just have to quickly check my Outlook. I do not have to find my Outlook or look for my Outlook where the app is. I can quickly just navigate with 3-finger swipe, and on the left is my Outlook, and I can navigate back to my old space and I can continue doing what I was doing with all the screens at their same place. And I find this really convenient, and I think it's really handy. I mean, you can definitely do that on Windows device. You can create multiple desktops, you can create multiple space for everything, but it does not do it by default. You have to manually create a new space. So usually what I do is I keep 2 or 3 spaces open. I keep one Outlook space and one Slack space and one browser space, and I do rest of the things on my desktop. But whenever I have to quickly search something, or when I have to quickly ping someone or see someone's message, I just have to do a 3-finger swipe. I can go to that screen, and then with a 3-finger swipe I can come back and just continue where I left off. Okay, the second thing is split screen. You can have multiple. You can also have something called full screen on the desktop space, but it is not the Mac full screen. So you can double click on the taskbar and it will go to full screen if you enjoy it that way. But if you do want to create a separate space, just right there's a button, you can click on it and it just creates a separate space for your window. So next thing is split screen. Again, you can do the same. You can do the split screen just as you can do on the Windows. You can have 2 separate screens side by side on your desktop, or you can just go to the full screen option and you can create split screen in a separate space. You can also create that by just dragging and dropping 2 windows into one desktop space, and it will create split screen for your full screen in a full screen mode. So the convenience of having that is, if you open a third window, it will open in desktop space. It will not hog onto your full screen split screen space, right? So if you are, let's say, taking notes and have open Safari on one space, you can keep doing that, and then you received a message. You can quickly swipe right with 3-finger swipe and reply to the message and come back to the same pane, and you can continue doing your work without having to switch any view. So like, my problem with Windows Split is when I'm working, let's say I have one notes and one browser app in a split mode, one next to the other, and I have to open, let's say, Microsoft Teams app. If I open that, then I have to again alt tab, and if I have to come back to the old space, I'll have to do this alt tab thing, and then I have to reconfigure my split screens again. I do not have to do that with Mac. But if you do prefer that, if you do prefer having split screen and still having the ability to open tabs on top of it, Mac still provides that. So just press the option button and you'll see the sliding window to the side option, and you can create split screens inside the desktop space, and then you can have apps, windows on top of those split screens as well. But I definitely like the like having their own spaces, so I can continue my work wherever I left it off. The third thing is 3-finger swipe. So with 3-finger right and left swipes, you can switch between spaces, but with 3-finger up swipe, you can see all the open windows at once in your desktop space. And it is like a really handy thing to have a quick look of all the open windows. I think you can do that with in Windows as well. Going in the taskbar, right click on it, and then you can see you have the option to tile all the windows. But the bad thing with Windows is, once you tile all the windows, you cannot go back to the way it was, like windows on top of the other, and you cannot go to resize, like you cannot resize them to their older sizes. You'll have to manually do it. But with Mac, you can just, with 3-finger swipe, 3-finger up swipe, you can see all the windows, every window open in the desktop space in one glance, and then you can do 3-finger swipe down, and you will be sent back to your old screen, and nothing has really changed. No window has switched its position, and no window has been resized, nothing like that. You just back to the way it was, and you can just continue doing your work. I like that. I like this entire space thing, and how how you can continue where you left off without having to deal with multiple windows, resizing and reshaping and switching places and switching spaces. I don't know, too much clutter for me on Windows. But Mac really provides a very elegant solution to everything. You can definitely do this on Windows, every single thing having separate space for everything, but you'll have to manually manage everything. It does not do it by default. So the third thing is the app switcher. One thing a lot of Windows users actually prefer is that while app switching, you can switch between not only between the apps but between all the windows of all the apps, and you can see the preview of every window while switching the apps, something you cannot do on Mac. When you switch between apps on a Mac, firstly you can only switch between apps and you cannot switch between windows using the Alt tab. There's another way, I'll tell you. But if you want to switch between app, you'll have to do Alt tab, and you can only switch between apps, and there is no preview. You will have to just decide which app you have to land on. But once you are on the app and you have, let's say you're on Safari and you have multiple tabs open on Safari. So if you have on Windows, if you are on, let's say, Excel, and you're doing something and you have to switch to one particular tab, one particular window of Safari, you can just do it with Alt tab round robin fashion. And you can go to that exact tab, that exact window of the Safari. But on Mac, first you'll have to switch to the Safari app, and then you'll have to toggle between all the windows of the Safari, and then you land on the required window. Now, some people might prefer it the Windows way, some people might prefer it the Mac way. I personally still prefer it the Mac way. I like switching to the app first and then switching between the windows of the app. So I mean, again, there's no clutter, there's less of a clutter. I know I'm on Safari app, and now if I toggle, now if I'm running through this, yeah, you can do this with the Alt tile button and not the Alt tab. So when you're on an app, you can press Alt tile, and then you can switch between all the windows of that particular app. And I don't know, it gives me some sort of peace of mind that, okay, now I'm Safari, now I can run between all these windows, but these windows are only for Safari. And I really don't care about the preview because I don't have the time to actually look at the preview, which to which I have to switch. Like if I'm doing something, I have to search something, I'm like, okay, let's switch to Safari, right? I'm not going to look at all the previews and I'm like, okay, I want to switch to this Safari tab. I don't do that. So some people prefer the preview. I don't care about it because I do not look at it either. So I just switch between the tab, then I switch between the windows of the same app, and then I have whatever I'm looking for. So based on your preferences, you may like one or the other. And yeah, also to switch between multiple apps, you can either do this round robin thing with Alt tab, Alt tab, Alt tab. Like keep pressing Alt tab until you land on the app icon of the app you want to open, or you can just press Alt tab and then you hover over the app and then you release the Alt tab and it will open the app you had your cursor on. So that is also kind of quicker to when you have a lot of apps open and you want to just quickly go to that one or something, to the last one or something like that. So we have App Switcher, Navigation, Files, and Quick Notes. So of course, you know the default note-taking app on Windows is a Notepad, which is not the most convenient thing. So what happens is when you are doing something, let's say you have a call and someone asks you to take a quick note, if you open a notepad and take notes on that, and then you have to figure out where should I save it, because if you don't save it won't, you'll have to save it and give it a name and then decide where to keep it. I know it's not much, but when you have to take a quick note, it's a lot of thing to do, right? And so on Windows, what I used to do was I would keep an app like Sublime or Notepad++ open, because once I create on new file, I don't have to save it, I don't have to name it, I don't have to figure out where to place it, and I will just write whatever I need to write, and then I will close my laptop and I'll open my laptop, it will be there. If I close the app without even saving the file, and I open the app again, it will still be there. until I manually choose to close the file. It will be there. So I used to use Sublime and Notepad++ to do this. But on Mac, the Notes app is really convenient. So if you have to just jot down something very quickly, you open the Notes app and you just create a new note. You don't have to worry about naming it, placing it, doing anything with it. Just write down everything quickly. And you can also create multiple folders for your quick notes or your YouTube notes or whatever kind of notes you need. And I think it's really convenient to have something like that. That is pretty much all the basics you need to know, the basic differences and the workflow differences between a Mac and a Windows. And I hope you guys like the video and you will learn something new. And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button and make sure to subscribe to the channel so I stay motivated to release more and more tech videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time around.